Banjo Land, Mike Henning here. Come today with another backup lesson. We're going to learn some banjo backup behind the fiddle tune Salt Creek in the key of A. I've got my capo on the 2nd fret, 5th string tuned up to A. We're going to go through 3 versions of this song, so we got a whole bunch of material to learn, but there's going to be a ton of ideas you can take from this lesson and apply to other fiddle tunes when you want to play backup. So that's what we're going to work on. We're also going to work on the concept of weaving in and out of the melody. So that's a very important concept when you're playing backup. We're going to throw in little fragments of the melody to help accent it and then drop back into that kind of rhythmic classic backup. All right, let's start breaking down the first A part for this Salt Creek backup. Here we go. All right, so let's start breaking down this A part to Salt Creek. Remember, I've got my capo on the 2nd fret. I've got my 5th string tuned to A. We're going to be thinking in the key of G, but it's going to sound like the key of A to match the fiddle. So we're going to stay down the neck for this first backup, and what we're going to do is kind of weave in and out of the melody, which is really fun. A general rule for backup on vocal songs is that you don't want to play the exact melody while the singer is singing it, but for fiddle tunes, it can be a really cool technique. I think it kind of mimics old-time banjo, right, where you have an old-time banjo and fiddle duet where they'll both play the melody. So this technique was sort of adapted by bluegrass banjo players as well, where we can kind of weave in and out of the melody to kind of help accent certain parts of the melody. So that's what we're going to do for this lesson. So let's take this first A part and we'll start breaking it down. So we have... So we're going to start with just a really basic forward roll. I always like to use a lot of forward roll in these banjo backups on fiddle, kind of thinking in the style of J.D. Crowe, using a lot of forward roll, a lot of pinches, thinking really rhythmically, a lot more rhythmic than just changing a lot of left-hand notes. That's kind of what we're going to do for this lesson. Okay, so we're starting in measure 1, just a classic forward roll. We're going to pinch strings 3 and 1, index middle with our right hand, and then kind of like a pow, that's how I think of it. And then a 2-5 slide with 2 forward rolls, right? It's very classic. You can't loop it because it starts with that pinch, but you have... So we're kind of hinting at the melody there, but again, we're kind of just playing also just a rhythmic roll. And then we're going to do a 2-4 slide on the 3rd string with a forward roll, T-I-M, and then hit your thumb on the 5th string. And then we're going to go into our C. So again, kind of mimicking the melody here, right? The melody is... So again, we're not playing that exactly, but we're kind of mimicking that. So we're playing that with kind of more like a bluegrass style roll. So roll forward through your C, 5, 2, 1. So you have... And then we're going to go down here to the 2nd fret on the 4th string and play 2nd fret on the 4th string and then open 3rd string. Again, we're going to kind of set up this F chord by hitting that note. See how that leads into that. So we're kind of walking into that. Again, getting away from the melody there. So see how we're kind of weaving in and out of the melody. We're quick play the melody and then drop down here. And then we're going to kind of stay away from the melody for a second. More forward roll on the F chord. We're going to go. Just looping measure 3. Don't get too caught up on the strings. If you do 4, 3, 1, and then 4, 2, 1, that doesn't really matter. Just keep the rhythm solid and you'll be fine there. So let's put that together. We have... And then another roll on the F chord. So kind of a forward roll. And then back to your index finger, and then down to the open D string, which is going to be kind of the melody, right? Right, so we're kind of, again, going away from the melody for a second on the F chord, and then back to the melody. And then we just hit thumb and thumb middle on the outside strings, 4, 1. So we have, let's do the F into the D chord. Remember, that's relative to my capo. So let's play those first 4 measures, not too hard. A little faster. another forward roll. This time without the pinch, just do 2-5 slide right off the gate. So thumb, index, middle, and then thumb, middle. Slide up again. This time I just did a pinch. So you could also roll through that if you wanted to, just like measure 2, but just to give you a different example, we're going to pinch there. I like using those pinches to help bring out the melody, accent the melody, like I said. And then this time we're going to do a forward reverse roll on the F chord. So we have, and then a quick little D lick. Again, kind of playing a melody, a little fill ending melody there. So we have, again, we're kind of getting away from the melody on the F chord. And then a quick little lick. Pinch. Right? So let's play that top part, not too hard. F. D. G. Up to C. F. D. G. Okay? So that, one more time, a little faster without talking. Okay? Now we play that same exact A part. We're just going to play a variation. So this time we're going to do a forward reverse roll on our slide. So again, just kind of mixing up the roll there. That's kind of a variation on like measure 5 or measure 1, right? We're just doing a different roll, same idea. And then this time, instead of doing a slide like this, we're going to kind of walk up just using the notes individually. We're going to go, so that's measure 10, and then do thumb on the 5th string, and then index finger of your right hand, 1st fret, 2nd string of your left hand. So you have, and I like using my thumb 3 times in a row to start measure 10. Thumb, 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 and then thumb, index. That's kind of like what I like to do there. Let's put those 2 measures together, 9 and 10. We have. Another little subtle banjo thing to notice there is, notice how we're hitting that open 3rd string right there at the end of measure 9, which actually kind of starts the walk, right? So, but we're playing that a little bit earlier than your ear would expect to hear it, right? Your ear would probably expect to hear it at the beginning of measure 10, but we're playing it a little bit early. So again, it kind of just syncopates it a little bit, which just gives it a cool kind of bluegrass scrug style sound. And then keep this finger down and go into your F chord, and we're going to do like a reverse forward roll, so you go backwards. So middle, index, thumb, and then middle, and then roll forward, thumb, index, middle, thumb. That's a good roll to kind of highlight the 1st string. So you have. Don't hit the 5th string too hard on any of these F chord licks. And then we're going to do like this little pinches. So pinch the top strings with your F. And then take your pinky off, put your 1st finger, or excuse me, your 3rd finger down, which kind of implies a C, even though that chord's not really there. And then your thumb of your right hand is going to come down. You're going to do a 2-3 slide on the 2nd string. So let's break down what we're doing there. What we want to hear is this. Like a little bass walk down to that. Instead of walking it down like we did the first time, we're kind of playing a similar idea, but now doing it on the higher strings. And I'm just using those pinches to, again, kind of spice it up. So we have. That's kind of a cool lick. Let's put that together with 9. So we have. I'll kind of accent here. Accent, accent, accent. Just kind of spice that up. So it's, again, kind of getting away from the melody, but playing very rhythmically to kind of create accents and excitement. And then we're back up to the top. Start the A part over again. So we've actually already done that part, and then we've played this F lick before as well. Now I changed the ending lick. Instead of doing it this way, with the alternating thumb roll, we're going to do it with a forward roll. So just changing the right hand roll there. So you're in this F chord here, and then I use this open D to flip my hand into this basically 2-finger D chord. So that second half of the A part is very similar, right? We've already played this part. Change the little ending lick. Again, very common for these fiddle endings to be different, right? So that's a good spot to change. Notice how we came back and played the opening part to kind of create a theme, right? You don't always have to play something totally different. You can go back and play, right? Measure 13 is the same as measure 5. Measure 14 and 15 are the same as 2 and 3, right? We're using some of those themes to build a coherent backup, right? That's what we're trying to do there. One more time from measure 13 to the end of the A part.